Hi everyone, I'm Jamie Wong from Coffee Table Chat, and with me today is Alok, Managing Director at TalentRecruit. Hi Alok, thank you for joining me at Coffee Table Chat today.
Hi. Thank you very much for having me on this table and cheers, with the coffee.
Oh, well, you've got your coffee ready. That's really nice.
You can't be without coffee when you're on coffee table chat.
Oh, perfect. So, Alok, I think, with your experience and also, your, the technology that you have been working with very much, today's topic is really speaking in your backyard, I think. We are talking about smart technology to the rescue for talent woes. So, in your opinion, with the demand of talent driving up in most countries, especially as they move into the endemic mode, how do you think technology can help to overcome the talent crunch that many organizations are facing now?
I think it's a key question, because last few years when we see the emergence of COVID period, we have seen a lot of jobs have been displaced, a lot of challenging situation in the various industry. But at the same time, we have seen this has augured well for certain industry like IT and technology industry. You know, the major challenges that we see today is hiring the tech talent, and is a huge demand supply challenge. And first, we have to understand why this challenge is here today, post-COVID situation. Uh, if you see the emergence of tech company or tech startup in last 1 year, especially in Southeast Asia, India, you can see every day hundreds of startups are coming and getting funded, and funding is also becoming easier. Second aspect, with the COVID situation being there has been tremendous digitization push from across organization across the world, right? And that has led to IT service company to get various projects, and they have been hiring big time, left, right, and that has been creating a significant challenging situation as far as the demand and supply of talent is concerned, And if you look at some of the facts, there is a Conferry study recently, which they speak about by 2030, there would be talent crunch shortage by 85.2 million people, and when we say this talent crunch is going to be there, that is going to impact the unrealized revenue of up to $8.5 trillion by 2030. That's awesome if we do not take some corrective measures now. And you'll be happy to know some of the studies that has been recently done by PwC. They surveyed around 650 IT and HR IT leaders, across the industry and across the country. And they asked the question, okay, which is their major challenging situation within HR functions. The 58% respondent spoke about hiring the top talent has been their major challenges, And similar study conducted by KPMG, when they surveyed the HR leaders, the 65% of HR leaders from 83 countries spoke about that the challenging situation in recruitment is going to create a big challenging situation for their industry. These are some of the facts which are important to know. So when you say okay, how the technology has to come to rescue, so when you see this demand supply crunch, of course, there are two aspects. One is what organization has to take the corrective measures or steps to really face this challenging situation. And at the same time, how technology is going to enable or empower them to really pass through this difficult situation. So when we see today, post or during pandemic or post-pandemic situation, the talent has gone to different cities and villages today. The people have moved to their homes in tier 1, tier 2 cities or villages, and they have been hugely settled there. Today, if you see in my company, everybody is working from home. Nobody want to come to office, right? So it means that you have access to talent in different part of the country, even the remotest part. So now how technology has enabled it? One is the 4G, the penetration of 4G technology that has reached to every smallest places of the world or in town or villages in India, that has enabled everybody to remain connected. Second, the collaboration tool, with the teams which they have been working, like Microsoft Teams, your 70% of time is working on Teams or such kind of collaborative tools. I think that is really enabled and empowered the situation of shift. The moment the situation came or crisis came, the people could easily shift to that situation of work from home with those kind of enabled technology platform. The second situation which organizations have to look at is the global mobility, because now you are in a global market, because anybody working from anywhere, it means you can connect anywhere talent, right? And this is very important tool for companies to attract and retain the talent, when you talk about sending people from one place to another. At the same time, tapping the global talent, that is something which has been hugely, looked at by various organizations. I give you my company, example. Today in my company, people from 9 countries are working, which we never thought of it would be the case. And how this is made possible because of the technology platforms. There are job portals, there are freelancer platforms, like Upwork. There you are able to connect, get the people into your organization. The third aspect here is going to be how, as an organization, you have to look at the hiring mix, means kind of employee you want to hire. One is a perm employee, second is a contract employee, and third, it is a gig employees. So I think gig economy is really going to play a crucial role. If you see the kind of growth the gig economy has seen, which has been growing at a CAGR of 17.5%, and by 2023, this is going to be $455 billion gig economy. If you see the example of US, where the freelancers, which are currently at 56 million numbers, is going to grow, 86 million by 2027. It means phenomenal growth of the people who are looking gig or working as a gig, and how this has been enabled or empowered at the platform like Upwork, Fiverr, and you can connect instantly with talents across the industry, and across the geographies as well, right? The next part is how technology is to be used in your hiring process. I'm just quoting one of your study, which you have done your global agility report, where you mentioned that 48% employees are using technology in their hiring process to automate and how to hire fast. Today, when you see situations, organizations are looking to hire the people, and the activity per hire has substantially increased in last 5-6 months. I recently put a survey on LinkedIn, where I asked the question, how much is the increase in activity per hire vis-a-vis to a year back? 85% people, came up with 2 times and above the hiring activity per hire has grown. And 56% people are talking about, more than 3 times the hiring activity per hire has increased. And 21% people talking more than 4 times. It means to hire this one talent, I have to do 4 times activity. And that makes you understand that what you want to do and how you want to do that process. And technology is really important aspect where you can automate, digitize entire recruiting and hiring process, and also bring intelligence into your how you can use the robotic process. And I'm giving the example of Kelly team in India. Their 20% up to sourcing is done by Erica, which is your robotic recruiter, which is an awesome result. So I think overall, when you see the talent crunch situation, one is the aspect what organization have to take the measures to really control the situation, and second, of course, technology has to play a major role.
Yeah. Right. Well, Alok, this is a lot of information which is really interesting. And what I gather from what you've just said is technology is no longer restricted by geography. The world is your, supply of talent with technology enabling them to collaborate. And also the talent mix has also, changed from, just permanent to, contract workers, and having technology as a platform to be able for you to engage them, seamlessly together to work for you. And then last but not the least, for sure, is having technology to cope with the increased volume of activities around hiring, talent. So this has really been very interesting, Alok. Your insights and the statistics that you share are really useful. So thank you very much for coming on Coffee Table Chat, and I really look forward, to having more conversation with you, especially around technology.